Good afternoon. You are Mr. Deepinder Singh?
Yes, sir.
Please take a seat, Deepinder.
Thank you, sir.
Could you give us a brief introduction, please?
So my name is Deepinder Singh. I was born and brought up in Araspura, Jammu. I have done my schooling from Araspura itself, and I have done my graduation in computer science and engineering from IIT Mandi. Sir, I have worked with Flipkart and Optum Global Solutions. And sir, currently I am posted as Treasury Officer in Surankot, Poonch district with the government of Jammu and Kashmir, sir.
With a background in engineering and having worked also, what made you think of switching careers midstream?
Sir, during my college days, I got to interact with few of the civil servants, and while I was looking for career options also, so the job prospects, the nature of the job of an civil servant, that sir inspired me very much. That the nature of the job, that we get a lot of opportunities to work in different segments of the government. So sir, that made me switch it.
Right. Have you heard of the term social audit?
Yes, sir.
What does it stand for and how is it different from a regular audit?
Sir, in social audit, all the stakeholders, they take part in the audit. Those who are the beneficiaries, they also audit that. And sir, while in regular audit, it is done through this legal or statutory mechanism where government departments itself, like CAG audit, this type of audits are done, sir.
Which was the first Indian state which made it mandatory to conduct social audit across all schemes, where all developmental and welfare schemes?
Sir, I think it was Meghalaya, but
Yes, you're right. It was Meghalaya. Ethical hacking, what does this stand for?
yes, sir. Sir, ethical hacking means, sir, when we hack or get credentials of a software or a computer, it is done for their benefit, that to find some loopholes in the system, and then sir, these are shown back to those who have developed the platform, so that the necessary improvements can be done. So sir, it is done in a goodwill. Even companies themselves employ ethical hackers, sir.
Are you aware of a term which is linked with this called bug bounty? Bug bounty.
Sir, as the term suggests, I can try to answer it if you...
Yes.
Sir,
The term itself gives it away, right?
yes, sir. That's right. So bug is some sort of problem in the code. Like when we say there is some problem, that is a bug. So if someone finds the bug in the code, then he can be given he can be rewarded also, that you have helped him find
Right,
that.
that's exactly right. My last question to you, what is meant by deep fakes and why is it in the news?
Yes, sir. Sir, deep fakes, it is the new technology of, it uses the mechanism of deep learning or with artificial neural networks in artificial intelligence. So through what happens that on the face of a person or the movement or someone else's face is planted, which we cannot distinguish from that, and a video is made, video or audio is recorded, so it cannot be distinguished whether the person is the same or some other person is saying that, sir.
Thank you so much.
Thank you, sir.
Deepinder, what is the new name of IPC?
Yes, sir. Sir, Bharatiya Nyaya Sanhita.
What are the major changes proposed in the new IPC?
So for the police has been given more days to police custody, has been increased, the number of days for police custody have been increased, sir, in IPC.
Police custody does not come in the IPC.
Sorry. Sir, sorry, sir, I am not able to recall it.
Not even one. All right. Read on this. You have given IPS as your number 2 choice.
Yeah, I will say.
When are the elections elections to Lok Sabha due in India?
Sir, April, May.
How do you arrive at this time schedule?
Sir, when 5 years to the Lok Sabha completes its 5-year term. So within the 6 months, election should be held, sir.
Lok Sabha. Okay. Is there a constitutional requirement which decides this? Who says 5 years? The Lok Sabha will have 5 years term.
Sir, it is in the constitution, the term of Lok Sabha.
Constitution. Which article? Sure.
Sir, it is in the part of part 5 where union government is mentioned. Sir, exactly article, sir, I'm not sure about.
Article 83, section 2.
Thank you, sir.
Elections have been held in Pakistan, right? Who are the two main contending parties?
Sir, so the one was the PML Nawaz Sharif, and then sir PTI Tehreek Insaf by Imran Khan. But sir, it has its independent candidates because the election commission there denied it's the right of election symbol of bat.
Imran Khan has been convicted and debarred from contesting elections. He has been convicted thrice for 3 different offences. Can you tell us which 3 offences?
Sir, he has been convicted in 3 different cases. Sir, one is the cipher case, where he has allegedly leaked some secret government documents. And second, sir, Toshkhana case is there. And third, sir,
Toshkhana case, what is that?
Sir, he had got some gifts when he was the Prime Minister. So, about its utility on how he held that. So, sir, it was around that.
How he held that? He sold off. That's the allegation.
Yes, sir. And sir, third, it was related to his marriage, that it was not performed in Islamic ways.
Not performed?
In Islamic way, Islamic manner.
Okay. And elections have been held in which other neighboring countries?
Sir, in Bangladesh, elections have held.
That is one.
Yes, sir.
Where else?
So in Taiwan also, elections have taken place. Yes, Taiwan.
It has been held in Bhutan also and going to be held in many other countries.
This year is said to be the year of elections.
You said it, then you should know.
Sir, in US they are going to held. US.
It's in the year end.
UK also.
Yes, yes. Now, my last question to you. There has been an increase in terrorism in J&K, particularly in the Jammu region. Why?
Sir, recently in last 3 to 4 years, we have seen spike in this Pir Panjal West in Rajouri and Punch and Jammu division. Sir, the few factors which we can say is that, sir, increased security control in Kashmir division. But sir, because of these areas, they were divided up. There were not very much terror incidents, so there were some security wasn't very much tight here because the last 2 decades there weren't many terror incidents. So, sir, in Rajouri and Punch Belt Jammu division, so there wasn't many. So we also army's control was not very lot of there like as compared to Kashmir division also, sir. And sir, second, sir, there are LOC line of control districts also. Both of these. So due to tunnels and all those things, sir, they find it easier to get here, sir.
There's one more major reason. The army deployment was thinned.
So due to China, due to clashes at the China border, so that some troops were moved to that LAC also. So it was also one of the reasons.
They found it easier to strike.
Yes, sir.
This question will be asked, so prepare on that.
Yep. Good afternoon, Deepinder.
Good afternoon, sir.
How do you do?
I'm good, sir. Great.
I find from your depth that you got a fairly good experience in accounting. You've been 2 years with one institution and then another 1 year as, they have a look at it. Yes. Now you are a treasury officer at government of J&K. Now, if I had to ask you, Deepinder, I understand you understand the fundamentals of bookkeeping. You understand? Okay. Now, I'm not going to ask those basic questions. You as a treasury officer, and earlier you have been there as, what was that? Accounts officer. What do you understand by these two terminologies called GAAP, GAAP, and GAAS? Please explain the two.
Sorry, sir, I don't know about.
That's, I thought, as the account officer, you would have known general accepted accounting principle. And GAR is to the accounting standard, accepted accounting standards.
Sir, I will look at.
All right, no problem. You need to read more on this. Now, I'm sure why during as an account officer, you draw a cash statement. How do you draw a cash statement? And there is an error. How do you redefine a reconciliation?
So during cash errors, when we do this reconciliation, so sir, individually we also look into each and every transaction. Where is the finally also when we find out.
Now, how do you do it? I'm asking fundamentally, how do you do it? How many entries do you make? Bookkeeping, how many entries do you make? If any transaction takes place, this gets recorded at some point of time, and their recording of each place is called something.
In journal we place.
Journal entry, then ledger, and correspondingly cash book. Is that right? Now, if reconciliation has to be made, how do you do it?
Sir, we prepare a trial balance, and when.
अरे तो तुम सीधे ट्रायल बैलेंस पे पहुंच गए, पहले तुम बताओ कैसे बनाओगे, रिकंसिलिएशन करोगे कैसे? How do you do it?
Sorry, sir.
Oh, sure, right. Do you understand what is bad debts?
Yes, sir.
And what is writing off bad debt?
Yes, sir.
Tell me.
So, bad debts are, sir, those our assets that like the banks have given loans to them, and when they are not interest or the principal is not paid back, that becomes a bad debt. And sir, NPAs, these are non-performing assets for a period of 90 days or more than that. And sir, when we persistently see that they are not being paid, then we write off them from our books that these are not, we are not going to get them, sir.
You understand the difference between gross NPA and NPA?
No, sir.
All right. We move on from accounts to another area. You come from J&K. Now, Article 370 has been revoked.
Yes, sir.
But the reality is that Article 370 continues to be in the Constitution.
Yes, sir.
And there's also a fact that when Supreme Court had passed the judgment, they said that there was a procedural lapses, but substantively they still upheld the decision of the Government of India. Considering this whole paradigm, how do you look at the execution of Section 370?
So the Supreme Court said that the route that was followed, that through Article 367, one clause interpretation was done that instead of Constitution Assembly, it would be the Legislative Assembly of the state. So, but the Honorable Supreme Court said that it was not required because since there is no Constitution Assembly, the President.
I know the background. You tell me that it still continues. 370 is still in the Constitution. So how is this that the operations and the effect you find? Somebody can come on, challenge that. Look, 370 still exists, giving special autonomy to the state.
Sir, it exists in the form that it says that whole of the Constitution that applies to now Jammu and Kashmir, sir. So, sir, it exists in a positive manner, sir.
You're not giving me the answer what I'm looking for. Anyway, what is 35A? Article 35A?
Sir, Article 35A, sir, it was through included in the Constitution through Constitutional Order 1954. It's defined the permanent residents of Jammu and Kashmir and gave them sir different rights. Like sir, even for it was discriminated to women also. Like a woman from Jammu and Kashmir who married outside the state, she would lose her rights of purchasing a
So
flat.
now, as a non-resident of J&K, can I buy a property of any value and at any area?
Sir, agricultural property one there are still restrictions.
Okay, there are restrictions on agriculture. Now, what are these white papers? What are these white papers? White paper.
White paper, sir. Sir, today itself it was tabled in the parliament by the finance minister. Sir, it is about a particular issue which the government wants to inform the public about on economic issues. So
It could be anything.
it could be anything, but today
Not only economic, it could be white paper, can be of any subject.
and today the government has posted it about its 10 years of reforms in the government and compared it with the earlier period of the previous government, sir.
Okay, Deepinder, then let's go much further deeper. How do you distinguish it from the green paper? Green paper.
Sorry, sir, I'm not aware of it.
Okay, last question. I add on one more question. I said so last, but then one more. J&K, what are these 3 geographical difficulties or disadvantage which J&K has?
Yes, sir. Sir, being a mountainous region, so the terrain is quite hard, and sir, even climatic conditions, especially in the winter, they are very harsh climatic conditions.
Okay, one.
Second, sir, it also creates problem for economic geography also. In the industrial units, in order to set up industrial, it gets a bit difficult also, sir, due to geographical hard terrain also.
That's the same point you are elaborating how. What are the geographical disadvantage? Number 2 and 3 pending.
Sir, it is more prone to natural disasters also.
Okay, yes, I can take it. Yes, third.
Sir, for the security situation also, that internal security also, because sir, it is not very much accessible, so the separatist elements, they can find a shelter easily there. So
No, that's not a geographical disadvantage. Anyway, must be used.
Deepinder, you joined the J&K Civil Service after the abrogation of Article 370. Before that, you were not eligible to write.
no, sir, I was eligible to.
No, no. You were resident of Jammu and Kashmir.
Yes, sir.
Before that, so you could write earlier also.
Yes, sir.
Okay. So what is the change after this abrogation? You said that you can not buy agricultural land. There are certain restrictions. What are those restrictions?
For those who belong to outside Jammu and Kashmir, sir, the agricultural land that cannot be bought for non-agricultural purposes. And sir, earlier the citizens of Jammu and Kashmir, it was the dual citizenship type, so they were said the permanent residents. But now, sir, the government has introduced the concept of domicile also. So for the jobs, there are certain conditions who can apply for jobs in Jammu and Kashmir, sir. They are the domiciles also.
And watching web series is your hobby?
Yes, sir.
This is your favorite web series?
Sir, I have watched a web series named Manifest.
Manifest.
Yes, sir.
And there was a web series on Amit Lodha, an IPS officer in Bihar. Have you heard by the name of Khaki?
Yes, sir.
Could you go through that?
Sir, I have heard about it, but I didn't get a chance.
You did not see a chance. And could you go through that movie which has come 12th fail?
Yes, sir, I haven't seen. Was
But again, you have heard about it. What is it that you find most interesting in Manifest?
Sir, it is a science fiction about a plane. When people boarded the plane and when they came back, the world has slightly changed a bit. So after deboarding the plane, they start to get some sort of callings. Supernatural things started to happen that they could predict the future, that okay, something bad was going to happen or not. So on the basis of that, different type of people gave different responses. Some did positive things, other did negative, sir.
Very interesting. Okay. Now, since you are so interested in manifest, can you tell me the uses of artificial intelligence in the field of education and medicine?
Yes, sir. Sir, in the field of education, sir, customized learning classes through artificial intelligence can be made to the student. This should be tailor-made that a student can learn on its own pace. So even sir, evaluation could be more effectively done through that. And third, sir, if a person has to find his or her passion or his or her interest in particular career through education, so the artificial intelligence can, based on his history of where he's scoring more, it can suggest him, okay, you can choose this particular type of field.
So the shortage of teachers, etc., can be overcome through this AI.
Yes, sir.
So what could be its application in medicine? Again, the problem of doctors which we face in the country. Will it be helpful for that?
Yes, sir. They can complement the doctors. Even diagnosis, cancer diagnosis, artificial intelligence can help, sir.
So has it happened in anywhere in the world that this method has been utilized, AI, for the purpose of overcoming the shortage of teachers or medicine in any part of the world, say Africa or India or China, whatever it is?
Sir, it is being done.
It is being done. Which places?
Sir, in US, I have read about few robotic surgeries through artificial intelligence, and even sir, many doctors there, they use this artificial intelligence for cancer diagnosis also. The tumor, if the tumor is going to become cancerous.
In the case of India, wherever teachers are there, do you think it will be able to fill the gap?
Sir, it can.
It can. Has it been okay? Now you are the Malik of the treasury. You are a treasury officer. Can the district magistrate tell you to stop payment of a particular officer of a department?
Yes, sir, they can.
They can. For how long?
Sir, depending on if he has violated some provisions, if he is not doing work or he is not doing his efficiently work, so sir, he can through a written order that on the basis of these relevant rules, his salary is being stopped for some.
Has it happened in your district, Pooj, that he has stopped because of certain reasons?
Sir, yes, sir, once.
Yes. What is the reason?
Sir, actually, the district magistrate, he made a visit, and there was some unauthorized absence. So some people were not there or absent.
Only for that particular limited period. Now, if there is some problem, there is a natural disaster, can the district magistrate take out the money and distribute it?
Sir, he heads this district disaster relief. So, sir, I'm not sure.
The money is available in the treasury. They ruled TR 27. So, in order to meet the immediate calamity, he draws the money and distributes it. And then subsequently sends the proposal to the government. Government sanctions it. Then the money comes, then it is adjusted according to that. That is called TR 20 rules, TR 27. Are you aware of it?
Sir, no, sir.
Never came across this thing. Okay, thank you.
Thank you, sir.
Mr. Deepinder, very good evening. So, from your sociology, which Indologist you consider as most important in terms of their contribution?
Sir, I think Aman Srinivas is very important.
Why?
Sir, because prior to him, the sociology was studied through books only, ancient texts only. So he introduced the concept of field study in the sociology, and moreover, sir, it led to that we began to understand the social change in the society which have been brought up in the Indian society. Earlier, it was thought that Indian society is stagnant or there is no change in that. So through social change, field studies, he brought the concept of social change also, sir.
Okay. So, in the last 10 years, what social changes you observe?
Yes, sir. Sir, many changes have taken place. So, firstly, if we see this in the field of marriage also, lot of divorces, they have happened. Even the sir live-in relationship, they have come up. Sir, for the part of women also, we have seen the increasing participation of women in migration also, migration to urban areas for working also. And sir, women are getting more aware of their rights also. And third, sir, in caste system also, there have been studies that the number of intercaste marriages, they have increased in the society also, sir. So these are some of the few changes which I can see.
Okay. So let's say you are supposed to carry out some welfare programs. So will caste be a criteria, or is there any other criteria based on which you will execute?
Yes, sir. So there are different criterias. Sir, I think economic backwardness, I would find that more important criteria, sir. Even it would also depend on the type of the scheme where we. So I would say first do a field study that which are the more disadvantages section of the society, not just on the basis of caste, but it could be on the tribes also. They can be there, or economic backwardness, even on the basis of gender also. So the most disadvantaged group on that basis, so I will do that.
Okay. So is Marxian ideology still relevant in Indian society?
Sir, although we can say that Sir Marx wrote a long time back, and we have moved towards capitalism, more towards capitalism. But sir, still I think Marx is relevant, as we are seeing that as Oxfam study has shown that there are higher inequalities in the society, inequality, and Marx also talked about that with the growth of capitalism, more economic equality would be there. So, and sir, about when we talk about rights of the labor also, for example, gig economy has work, and gig workers have very minimal rights. So, sir, through Marxism, we can understand these phenomena, sir.
Okay. So coming to your banking system, you are also linked to banking system.
Yes, sir.
So banking system in the modern context perpetuates inequalities. Inequalities. Do you have an idea about it?
Banking system perpetuating inequalities. Sir, I'm not able to.
Or let me make a statement. Bad money drives out good money. What do you understand by this term?
Sorry, sir, not able.
Okay. So can you identify some of the systemic risks in the banking system?
Sir, few of these risks, like sir, when there is credit worthiness of those who take loan is not settled, then it could lead to systematic risk in the banking system. Second, sir, through technology also, like there have many fake lending apps have come up, so it can be done. And sir, these two I can recall.
There are a lot of lending apps, as you said. What can be the reasons, or what are the steps taken to address it?
So the RBI has prepared a list of those which are genuine lending apps, and it is posted there on their website also. And sir, through technology platforms like these are being shown on social media also. So sir, that social media applications, they can also have a role to play, that they can show a tick across them that they have been verified apps, so that people are more informed about them.
Okay. So, and one last question. So with respect to Paytm issue, since you are from banking, will it have any contagion effect?
Sir, since I do not think that it is going to have a contagious effect, because sir, it is just limited to Paytm Payment Bank Limited, and sir, on if such action has been taken, the others, we are hopeful that others would mend their ways and they would compliance with KYC norms and the norms which are suggested by RBI. So it would lead to betterment of the system.
Okay. Thank you.
Thank you, sir.
All the best. Good luck.